He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Go! Hey, let's go. Great. Tempo.
Mike's 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Gun!
Tighten up.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! Blue 90!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, someone.
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
180.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, go, go. Great.
They'll set up to throw. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
319.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw here. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Single.
180.
Check the hot read.
6.
Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Hey, 88. Gun. Hey. Jumbo.
Banjo.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 17-3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, we got three.
180. 13.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Hey, silver.
Slam.
This is a jive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch right there. 180. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
180.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, 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 gun.
Strong left.
They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Gun, 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 gun.
Watch the run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Green 18.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Purple 64. Hey, sound gold, sound gold. Cadence.
Bang, 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 bang.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Third, 180. Purple 64.
Now Foles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Watch the 180. Hey, let's go. Great.
Foles. It's caught by Crowell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Here we go.
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
Tempo.
Bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Here's Foles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. I wanted to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch left.
Water.
Danny.
Goal.
The mic. 50's the mic.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I got him. 180.
Hey, check 24.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now it's Ajayi. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Check. Gun.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch left.
180.
Now back to throw. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Mike Daniels in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey! Right there. I got it. Look, I got it! That's fine, yeah.
Motion.
Shift!
Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want? 58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Foles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
4 down.
Good. Wide 80.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Great.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go.
Hey. 4 down.
Good. 180.
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Blue 58!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
319. Hey. Motion. Reset.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
319. Zoom. We are going.
Now Rodgers. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Alert! 3 down.
Gun.
Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, solid gold, solid gold. Flat, flat. Flat, flat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Everyone's got
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
50, Mike's 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
No, no, no.
A give to Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout.